Well, you may have driven past a new crime-fighting tool and not even known it. Flock Safety is growing in popularity. The technology scans license plates and compares it to different state and national crime databases.
Now, police say that information can lead to quicker arrests, but the ACLU says there are significant privacy concerns as more police departments adopt the technology. Priya Mann has a closer look at both sides of the story.
If you've been driving in Metro Detroit, you may have noticed this technology, which looks like a pole with a solar-powered panel on top. Those are actually license plate reader cameras, and in Van Buren Township, police credit that technology with making quick arrests in two separate cases.
This homicide suspect was running around, for 3 hours. The quicker we get them off the street, the safer a community we have.
In a deadly hit-and-run case last summer, Van Buren Township Police had no surveillance video to work with.
Our investigators recovered pieces of a headlight. They were able to track this part down to an F-150 manufactured between 1999 and 2004.
They input that information into the Flock Safety database.
And we actually had an F-150 cross through at that time of night around the time we think that she was hit and killed.
61-year-old Kenneth Barrett was arrested the same day as the hit and run, just 3 hours after a Flock camera spotted his vehicle.
We've been solving at least a crime a week using these cameras.
Just last month, Van Buren Township Police arrested a semi-truck driver accused of killing a man. The victim, who was also a semi-truck driver, had been shot to death. His body was found in the cab of his truck.
We were able to obtain video footage of another semi-truck in the area during the actual shooting. From that, we were able to search our database for any semi-trucks that may have hit a Flock camera, and we found one that matches the description. We were able to obtain a license plate and obtain GPS information from the owner of the actual truck and locate the driver, and he was in custody within 5 hours.
39-year-old Mark Shaw from Texas has been charged with first-degree murder and felony firearm. Since last May, Van Buren Township has installed 31 Flock Safety license plate recognition cameras.
They're motion activated, and they quickly compare that license plate to different state and national crime databases. And they're able to very quickly determine whether that vehicle is stolen, associated with a wanted offender, or associated with a missing or endangered person, and let law enforcement in the area know, again, very quickly if they need to go after and apprehend that vehicle.
I think part of the concern is, how do people know that they're on this database? What can they do if they want to be off the database?
The ACLU is against license plate reader technology, saying there are significant concerns about privacy and over-policing.
You don't expect that your travel will be captured and locked into this big database. You wouldn't want the police putting a GPS on your car and tracking your every move, and it's the same with this license plate reader.
A company spokesperson says Flock Safety technology is not video surveillance, and the cameras are not passively monitored. The information gathered is stored on the cloud for 90 days and then deleted. And police need specific information, including a case number, to search the database, and the parameters of the search are recorded for future audits.
Those are good steps, but it's still a database full of tens of thousands of innocent drivers' information.
So we can't see who's driving the vehicle. We can't tell if it's male, if it's female, if it's a young person or an old person. The only thing we get is the rear end of the vehicle and the license plate. It's not running plates automatically and spitting out registration information. It will only run a plate if we are looking for a specific plate, or if that vehicle is wanted, it'll tell us where that vehicle's at.
Van Buren Township Police hope other departments follow suit.
It's really been a game changer for us.
In Van Buren Township, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.
Flock Safety has partnered with 65 law enforcement agencies across the state.